Hello, welcome to another edition of Bored and Confused, where I review shows on Broadway based on two criteria. Was I bored and was I confused? Today's show is Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, starring Josh Groban and Annaleigh Ashford. Was I bored? Absolutely not. This is an amazing show. I mean, this is one of Sondheim's best shows, and I've seen it a lot. I've seen the movie, and yet I'm still in suspense. Will Sweeney kill the judge? What will happen? It's just so thrilling and so suspenseful. The mood of the music creates just this eerie time and place. The music does so much work for this show, just giving us the feeling of this funny yet devastating story. So, was I confused? Not really, because it's a great show. It's written so well. I just have some minor quibbles of some directorial and acting choices that did cause a little bit of confusion. Of course, wasn't so confused because I've seen the show before and I know what's supposed to happen. For example, Annaleigh Ashford, who is hilarious and doing a lot of physical comedy, at the very beginning, she tells Sweeney to spit the meat pie on the floor because it's the floor. She's like, it's disgusting, it's dirty, whatever. Then she spends the rest of the show basically crawling around on the floor for comic effect, which I was a little bit like, okay, you got this dirty ass floor and you're gonna crawl around on it and slide down stairs and shit like that. But you know, hey, it was funny. So, okay, yeah, this show, I don't want to say can use some comedy because it's already got a lot of comedy in it, but when you're dealing with people like Mrs. Lovett, who are just terrible, awful people, it is good that they can make us laugh and get us on their side. She has one moment in her first song where she tries to kill the cockroach. It's very hilarious. I won't give it away. You have to just check it out yourself. Another confusing moment directorially is when the competition between Pirelli and Sweeney Todd takes place and Sweeney wins. Pirelli is hilarious. The actor who plays Pirelli, I want to give him his props, is Nicholas Christopher. Hysterical. He's so over the top as Pirelli, and the histrionics are delightful. But the way the Beatle, who's judging the competition, the way he played it, he says Sweeney wins, and he did it kind of so dryly because Pirelli is being so over the top. He's like, yeah, that other guy wins because this guy's too much. But that messes up the plot because the Beatle needs to be impressed by what Sweeney has done, not just have disdain for Pirelli's histrionics. He has to be impressed by how well Sweeney has shaved this man's face, because he's gonna then go see Sweeney for a shave and he's going to invite the judge to come. So if you lose that plot point, it doesn't make sense why the Beatle would suggest to Judge Turpin that he go visit Sweeney. So, you know, again, there's a lot of places in this show directorially where I think they went for a laugh at the expense of the narrative of the story, which isn't confusing because I know the show, but to someone seeing the show the first time, that could be confusing. Josh Groban, let's talk about the reason this show got produced. Josh Groban sings it gloriously. He's got such a great voice, such a great instrument. He sounded perfect. And, you know, is Josh the greatest actor? No, but he's not a bad actor. And honestly, the score is so good that it does most of the work for the actor who's playing Sweeney. You know, the music just tells us the story. For Josh, I just wish he could have stepped it up during some of the super dramatic moments. I mean, this is the highest emotion you'll ever have. This is murder. This is revenge. Like the moment where well, the end, I don't want to give it away. You've all seen it. But when he discovers what he's done at the end, I wanted a little more from him. There's a few other places where I want a little more. And of course, he's not that funny, but that's okay because Annaleigh Ashford is there to provide all the comedy. I also want to give props out to Tobias, played by Gaten Mazzaro. His Nothing's Gonna Harm You, which is kind of the big song in the second act. It's one of the only new songs, entirely new songs that we hear. He was so focused and so in love with Mrs. Lovett and just, I'm gonna protect you. I just felt that energy and I was really touched by that song. Also, you know, that song sets up what's gonna happen at the end. So again, Sondheim, brilliant. Every moment, every song, every lyric is setting up this path we're going on, this story about revenge and what it leads to. And I came out of this play really evaluating some things in my life. I have some problems with some people I've been working with, some evil producers who remind me of Judge Turpin, who are basically killing my show because of their ego. And I was like, you know what? I can't be Sweeney. I can't be focused on getting revenge on these people or this person. Gotta let it go. Gotta move on. Life's too short. Otherwise, you're gonna kill your wife and maybe kill your child if you're not careful enough. So, great lesson from this show. Focus on the good things in your life. Don't dwell on the wrongs that people have done to you. And go see it. It's an amazing show. I mean, I love it. And I'm gonna probably go back and see it again.